We're on the march. The empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lung system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lung system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lung system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lung system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded. And now new socialist legislation is only compounding the problem. Number 4, dangerous weather is always a threat to local grids. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, one of my oldest sponsors. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call 1-877-327-0365.
Alex told you the government announced recently that the recession is over. It ended on June of 2009. The millions of Americans unable to find work might not agree. Perhaps the recession ended for the bankers and government employees, but for the rest of us, things seem to be getting worse. Gold and silver haven't heard the news either. They've begun their long-expected journey to the moon. In addition to converting your shrinking dollars into gold and silver, you should consider a food savings account from eFoods Direct. They both make fabulous investments. Food is our greatest dependency, and we know it will be more precious than any financial resource. You and your family need food to survive a crisis, and you can't eat paper, stocks, or metals. Alex has been urging you to invest in delicious, easy-fix meals to enjoy now or save for long-term. This will freeze the cost of your food while you can still afford it. Visit efoodsdirect.com on the internet or call 800-409-5633. That's efoodsdirect.com or 800-409-5633.
We now take you live
To the Central Texas Command Center.
in the heart of the resistance. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
It's scary to be having this big of an effect thanks to our millions of patriot, hardcore activist listeners. That's the power of this broadcast. That's why Rick Perry last year told a Fox News executive that he's worried about Ron Paul and Alex Jones. Now, of course, Rand Paul, they're scared of any real patriot. They're scared because we're showing people reality. We're getting people to face the facts. And if the New World Order loses its stage terror card, they lose a lot of their power to be able to stage events and pose as our saviors. And it is such a big deal to have Glenn Beck come out and say, government preparing to stage terror. Glenn Beck, government preparing to stage terror. And that's the prisonplanet.com headline. I want to get Kurt Nimmo on the InfoWars version to say Glenn Beck, government preparing to stage Oklahoma City style attack or something like that. But the point is, this is so big. Because now, how is Glenn going to make fun of people that talk about 9/11 being an inside job? How are you going to do that, Glenn? I know it's a religion to hate Muslims, and but then the government's always protecting radical Muslims, and Anwar al-Awlaki, Fox News reports, is hanging out secretly at the Pentagon. These are the real issues. I mean, I'm not supposed to cover that. I'm supposed to go, oh, no, our government's not involved, when all the evidence is our government was taken over by offshore interest. The same big mega banks that finance George Soros, who attacks you and I, Glenn, every day. By the way, there is another attack piece in the news from Media Matters. They're not only attacking Glenn for talking about government-sponsored terror, they've got another report there. And it says, Fox News' most prominent birther interviewed by nation's most prominent truther. It talks about Lou Dobbs coming back on the show. And it says, apparently not put off by Jones' promotion of things like 9/11 truthism, Dobbs joined him on his radio show last month. Jones introduced Dobbs by saying he was shown the door by CNN because he wouldn't compromise on Barry Soetoro and the open borders. As Jones' website explains, Barry Soetoro is the birther code word and instrumental to exposing important keys to Obama's true history. Far from being a contentious interview, the two spoke mostly in harmony about things like one world government. During the interview, Jones even correctly predicted that Dobbs would end up at the Fox Business Network. Well, I correctly predicted it because I already knew it from inside Fox. Hey, Glenn, I got people inside Mercury. I got people inside Fox. I know exactly what you're doing. I can pick the telephone up anytime I want, and I'm so busy I don't do it very often, and find out exactly what you're doing. Now, the good news is, buddy, you are getting hardcore, and you know you had to because they're getting ready to blow something up and blame it on you, buddy, along with myself and others. And they're so arrogant, they're all over TV bragging about it. We got Tyrel Ventura coming up. I want to play this little 5-minute video, but later when Max Keiser's on, I'm getting into the economy. I'm getting into who the real puppet masters are, since Beck didn't tell you. He told you it was Soros. That's a guy way down the totem pole on the left wing of this buzzard, this carrion crow, this filth eater that is the New World Order. We're going to go over all of this, but this is big news. Get this out to everybody. Now, I want to do a Google search term today because this is groundbreaking big news. FEMA camps, F-E-M-A is one word, is the acronym for the Federal Emergency Management Agency. FEMA camps. Those are the two words. Let's send it to #1 so people read this article by Aaron Dykes in the video breaking down the real FEMA camps and how they're confirmed. FEMA camps is the search term. FEMA camps. F-E-M-A camps. FEMA camps. That's the search term today. And I also want to make the search term Stage terror #2, so it leads into this article about Glenn Beck. Stage terror and FEMA camps. Those are the search terms. Stage terror and FEMA camps. We've done stage terror before, so they may try to block that. So enter it into Google over and over again. FEMA camps is one, stage terror is the other. Now here's this video where I break down some of what you're about to hear from Tyrel Ventura coming up in 5 minutes. Here's the video. My friends, we've got a big announcement for you. You know, there's been a lot of controversies dealing with FEMA camps, concentration camps, internment camps inside the United States. Well, a few months ago, I was involved in the production of True TV's Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura, and we traveled to Georgia, Texas, you name it, and confirmed the existence of real FEMA camps and how they tie in to the entire continuity of government system and how these camps are being planned for the American people. I have been authorized to give you a sneak peek view into what's going to be covered on this show.
You have no idea what people are doing right under your nose.
What in the hell is that?
This is the show they don't want you to see. Conspiracy Theory.
You won't believe what you don't know.
The all-new season on True TV.
This is groundbreaking information. They go and talk to 2 different members of Congress who authored the Emergency Centers Act that creates these camps for the American people. And they got bizarre answers. One congressman ducked questions. The other said, well, these are camps for happy children. You cannot make up the craziness of this. Ventura and I went out to Georgia, outside Atlanta, to the famous FEMA coffin facility. As we show up, we're told by locals that scores of 18-wheelers had been there taking the plastic coffin liners away, but we caught some of them still in place. This is an amazing documentary. And it also gets into former FBI agents and whistleblowers talking about the new government program, how the threat fusion centers are federalizing local police and are spying on the American people for their political views. You know, over a year ago, I was sent by law enforcement the Homeland Security secret reports where they admit 95% or more of the surveillance and training for Homeland Security deals with conservatives, libertarians, gun owners. This has nothing to do with turbaned men in caves and everything to do with dominating and controlling the American people as we go into this contrived depression. World government is here, and they've used terrorism as the pretext to put this straitjacket in place. Of all the episodes they've produced in the second season, they are the most proud of this one. And they are blown away by what they've discovered, and so am I. It's on True TV, coming up this Friday, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Tell everyone you know about this. Get them to tune in and to take notes and research this information. This has never been on television before. This is Bombshell. FEMA camps are real. They are confirmed. These things are going up everywhere. You go back to Rex 84 in 1986 in congressional hearings where they admitted that they were setting up camps in the name of illegal aliens, but really they're for the American people. This is a very, very deep program and groundbreaking information. So tell everyone you know, the FEMA camps have been exposed.
Conspiracy theory.
You won't believe what you don't know.
The all-new season on True TV.
By exposing these camps, we can stop this Hitlerian takeover of our country. Even in 1944 and 1945 in the United States and England, it was called a conspiracy theory to talk about Hitler and death camps. Imagine if people in the mid-1930s would have exposed this evil. Hitler couldn't have gotten away with what he did. We're here, catching them with their pants down. True TV, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. Details at Infowars.com. I am very proud to be involved with this production. This is powerful, groundbreaking developments that is really scaring the establishment. Ventura, myself, and others have been through all sorts of harassment, bringing you this information. I just hope that it even makes it on TV. We are pinching ourselves that we're not dreaming that this is actually going to make it on television. So we're crossing our fingers. We'll be watching. I hope you're watching. Coming up this Friday night, 9 p.m. Central, True TV. Premieres Friday, November 12th, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. Okay, we're doing the search term today because I went with Governor Ventura to Homeland Security facilities set up for families. They went and confronted two different congressmen who wrote the legislation to formalize it. They talked to former FBI agent about the threat fusion center spying on the citizens, the MIAC report and Homeland Security reports that we broke, citizen activists that are fighting it. This is the first time ever. And I've talked to a lot of the crew that they believe it's the most powerful, if not the second most powerful. They got the big JFK episode with a deathbed confession of E. Howard Hunt coming up next week. This is powerful, powerful info. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, True TV. And we've got links to True TV up at Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Everything is starting to come out right now. Other incredible news coming up after Tyrel leaves us in about 45 minutes. Nation states are dead, EU chief says. The belief that countries can stand alone is a lie and an illusion. This is the same guy saying world government is now here. They have destroyed the world currencies by design. It is all happening. Max Keiser coming up to discuss that. Okay, going now to Tyrel Ventura, who's made several films in his own right, documentaries. Also, one of the great researchers and producers with last season and this season. Tyrel, it is good to have you here with us today.
Thank you for having me back, Alex. It's always a pleasure being on your show.
So much is going on. So much is happening. I've got the bullet points here that we're able to reveal. I just want to read these on air. Thousands of FEMA coffins removed from Georgia storage yards minutes before Jesse Ventura and myself arrived to film them. congressman who co-sponsored authorizing FEMA camps says U.S. government centers, quote, have happy children in them. You can't make that up. FEMA camp bill co-sponsored repeatedly ducks TV cameras. TV crew finds locked doors, double fences, escape warnings in Homeland Security residential facility.